live on here. Hey, Jason. I can't freaking see. Okay. I just got out of the shower. I haven't done any like skincare or anything, and my face is burning. It's so dry. I think this hair tie is shot. Hey, frog. Let me see if this thing will hold. If not, it's going in the trash. I am not keeping hair ties that won't hold my hair. Okay, it's there. It's up. It's in. That works. I am like dragging ass, people. Like seriously dragging ass. It has been a week and a half. It's been a week and a half. I didn't record anything yesterday. I meant to, but I didn't, and so I got so freaking busy, and then with go, and go here, there, everywhere, up, down, sideways, and then just go in the house. I have been so freaking busy. The only times that I stop is when I sleep. So, which isn't a good thing, to be honest, but there was a lot of stuff that had to be done in a short amount of time. Some stuff like came up on me like real quick, and I just didn't have time to even breathe at all. So I figured I would talk about that stuff first, and then do my September Shop My Stash update, so I can put everything away, and then do my October Shop My Stash stuff. And I'm hearing reverb. I don't know if that's my iPad that I'm talking through or what. I'll touch that in a minute. Oh, my face is so dry, it hurts. Okay, so, update on stuff from last week, and then I guess we'll go from there. These pants are big enough to fit my butt, but they're too big for my waist, so they're constantly I'm constantly having to hike them up, and I just don't feel like putting a belt on right now. I just got out of the shower. I'm hot. I'm tired. I really just want to go crawl in bed and take a nap. That's where I'm at right now. Of course, my cup for the day should say it all. Actually, the same cup I've been using since Friday. I just wash it out every day and put fresh brown stuff in it. Okay, so recap, update. It says there's 4 people here. Hello, I'm Rebecca Oberstadt. I'm not usually this. So it's been a very hectic week for me. I guess we'll start with last week. I knew I had a high school reunion coming up, and so I wanted to make sure that I had a vehicle to drive. I knew my dad was going to be working last weekend, so I wanted to make sure at least one of the multiple motorcycles that we have here on the property was working. So I pulled out the VTX 1300, which weighs about 500 pounds less than the 1800. Even though I could work on either of them. But the 1300 is so much quieter than the 1800. The 1800, it goes, and then you go down the road, and then if you shift, or when you go downshifting, it goes, and you're like, okay. So this is not a motorcycle that you drive in town limits, because it's loud enough to get you pulled over. It's louder than most Harleys. It has a power commander on it, so it goes from 0 to 60, and oh my god. And it's like a 1,500 pound motorcycle dry. So it's the one that I went down on back in 2013 when a Harley cut me off. So me and this bike have some history. And right now it does not have the crash bars on it, which makes it that much more difficult for me to pick up without crash bars on it. So I took the 1300. It was the smaller of the two evils. And this one has a nice, smooth, quiet, relaxing, calming, like, kind of like a baritone-ish bass purr as it idles. So it's not like the other one that's like the bass and it's going while it sits and idles. This one's like, and you're like, okay, I can handle this one. This one can go in town and not get me pulled over by my or cop. So, so somebody else showed up. Hi, frog. Oh, yeah. So, where's my fan? I'm hot. I am so hot, and I've got a sports bra on, so I'm even more hot because that thing is like, it's a medium and it's too small. So anyways, so I went to get that bike ready, had the battery charging for like over a week because it's one of those drip charges, and needless to say, the battery was dead. So I had to tear that out and replace the battery, and I was trying to find where it's leaking. Somewhere, somehow on that bike, there is power being drawn, even when there's no key in the ignition, that everything's turned off. Something is eating the battery. So I had tore it all apart. I'm like trying to wrap my head around things, trying to find loose wires or wires that need to be like replaced or taped or whatever. Trying to find where I was losing energy. And then of course you put a new battery in, and they have these little rectangular size nuts that go in, and then you bolt it down in. So as you screw the bolt, the nut comes up to meet the bottom of the conductor. So like you've got a little metal like archway casing, you put the nut underneath of it, and then you screw the bolt in on the top with the actual connector top, connected to it. And well, I had the one side in, I went to slide the other one in, tied this bolt in, went to tie this one in just a little bit, and the bolt went bloop. I'm like, you son of a bitch, where the fuck did you go? So I'm digging around in the motorcycle every which way. I'm on the ground. I'm like looking everywhere. I never found it. I don't know where it ran off to. So thankfully Dad had changed the battery on the VTX, or not the VTX, his Victory. The bolt is it's like twice as thick. Like the nut for his is like twice as thick as the one for mine. And so mine's like 3 millimeters, whereas his is like 5. So the thickness is quite different, but it fit. I tore the garage apart looking for one little itty bitty nut to go on my battery. And without the nut being attached to it, there's not enough connection on the ground wire in order to keep your motorcycle from blowing up as you drive down the road with the battery that kind of is not grounded. So it's a fire waiting to happen. It's bad juju. So that was like Tuesday, Wednesday last week. And then took it out Wednesday. Finally, after I got it all worked, had to put air in the tires. That one tire was like, it was like so flat that there you could like, and there was no resistance at all. It was like completely flat, deflated, no air. So I filled up both tires, made sure all my fluids were checked, that kind of thing. Took it out for a ride that night to make sure everything was okay. Parked it, took it out the next morning to check the pressures to make sure that everything held overnight. Gave her a bath, took her out for another ride, and noticed that my front brake, it's like when you go to stop on that bike, it used to be like all you had to do is like just barely touch the brake on it, and you were like back there. Now you have to like crank it all the way in, and you're like, I think I might stop. And then you stop like 10 feet ahead of where you think you wanted to stop back there. So I've got something wrong with my front brake. It's just not as tight as it used to be. And it could just be a cable that needs to be tightened. I haven't had a chance to do that. I've been way too busy. But it was safe enough to drive. I've got a back brake. I have shoes. I'm good. I also have a few more spots on my knees that haven't had road rash on them yet, so I'm good. So then I noticed when I was decelerating on the bike, when you go from fifth to fourth, from fourth to third, the bike does this real bad, which is not good, which means either the tire's out around, or I don't know why on my iPad, yes, pads do wear out on the brakes on the bike, except for it's not like pads and shoes, it's a big metal disc, and then you have a clamp brake on the disc that just kind of slowly goes on that big disc piece as you go to brake. So some bikes, they only have like two little like two inch sections on either side of the actual clamp. Some brakes are like a solid, 6 to 8 inches, and it's like a horseshoe shape, and the whole thing goes clamp at the same time. Mine is the bigger of the two. You figure with the bike that big, you kind of have to have some pretty heavy duty brakes on it, right? So I'm not just beauty people, I'm also brains. And I've been working on motorcycles a long time, but I try not to ever work on like electronic stuff with bikes, because I have a bad tendency to forgetting a screw or a bolt or a nut here or there, or even a washer, and then it works for a while, and then it starts to not work quite so good, and you can't figure out and you realize that you have extra parts, and you're like, but I have this bag of maybe I should put those back. No matter what I'm taking apart, whether it's a radio or a computer or a vehicle, there's always like the little like jingly bag of like extra pieces that you're like, I don't need those. It still works. I don't. Sometimes maybe you do need a little extra bag. So got the bike working, did my makeup for the football game. My birthday was Friday. The football game was also Friday. So my dad didn't even wish me a happy birthday. That was fun. I got cussed at by him though. Does that count? Negative attention is still attention. We're gonna go with that, right? I had like 19, 20-ish people on Facebook wish me a happy birthday, and 1 or 2 on Twitter. So that was nice, and I posted stuff about it on Instagram, but people on Instagram are like, I get on there, or we love your look, send us a DM. Which, by the way, I will be doing a real talk with Rebecca on scams on social media. Thanks, Rob. So let's see. Friday was the game. I got there. I did my orange and white makeup. I got there, and the school colors have changed. Let me go get my stuff from the school. So we got a lanyard and a name tag for the event, and she had asked me for a photo because I didn't take senior pictures, because I was already technically graduated by the time they took senior pictures, because I had gone through like tech and got my cosmetology degree, and I only needed like 2 extracurricular activity like credits to graduate. So I did that stuff at the school. So I graduated with more credits than most of my high school class. So this was the ID that she made. This is my 11th grade high school picture. And that was the year I came back to school with, I had had cancer over the summer. So as you can see, my hair is very short. My mom permed my hair so that it looked like I had hair. And then this, it's orange and white, or orange and gray and white now is what the school colors are. And my school colors used to be orange and white, like a yellowish orange and a white. And so they, now the school is like a hunter gray color and orange with a splash of white. I swear to God, these pants, if they do not stop falling off my, never mind. So, big ass world problems. The uniforms for the high school team, for our team, because usually home games you wear lights and then the opposite team wears darks. Well, I didn't know what team to look at first because Eustace was wearing white with blue and our team was in like dark gray with a little, like the only orange on their uniforms was their damn numbers. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, why did you guys change our school colors? Our uniforms for our football players used to be white with like orange lettering and orange up here. The band was in black and white. They had some like steampunk looking dancers, which our dance and color guard people had like beautiful like orange and white outfits that they used to wear. Our cheerleaders looked like they were in Gator uniforms for UF. So band uniforms used to be like from here up, it was a color block of orange, and then the rest of the uniform was white. The football team was in a whole different colors. Our cheerleaders were in orange and white with a blue band at the bottom of their like outfits, which screamed UF colors to me. So I was like, the like cheerleaders were the only ones that were in school colors. Even their helmets were like gray and like orange with a, gray with a hint of orange and white. And then, like I said, the dance team was wearing steampunk high-low brown skirts. They had fingerless like half gloves on. They had like the peasant shirts on, so they were literally in like steampunk gear. The boys were in lederhosen. I'm like, what the hell are they smoking? Like, they had like completely bulldozed my school. The only building that was still there was the 4-H FFA building, which is one of the programs that I was in. That's the only original building that is still on the school property. Everything else has been flattened and rebuilt. So, I don't know what Not Spooky Farm or Scary Farm is, but I honestly don't care. Sorry. So the game, Friday night, we stomped the absolute piss out of Eustis. Eustis has been our rival since like the word go. Mount Dora has always been the Hurricanes. Eustis has always been the Panthers. It was more or less back in the day, it was the white school versus the black school. And back when my mom was in school, they had segregated classrooms and water fountains and bathrooms. So this was in like the 70s. They were still doing segregation here in Florida. And they had different schools, like different elementary schools for colored versus whites when my mom and dad were growing up. So just to give you an idea, this town is very small-minded, very backwoods, very prejudiced, very racist. So I got there was only one other girl there besides the class president who was handing out like the name tag stickers and lanyards and stuff. They said hi to me. The one girl was like a cheerleader. She was always very popular, but she was always kind of like, she was nice to everybody. So she came down and talked to me, and so we talked for a few minutes, and then a few more people showed up, and then my girl Coco showed up, and she only lives like 4 minutes from here, and I'm doing her makeup for her wedding when she gets married in a couple months. I scared her husband-to-be at the actual reunion. He's now terrified of me. And that's another story for another time. But so she sat next to me, and then my friend Mike came and sat next to me, and then one of our quarterbacks, he came and sat down in front of me, and like they talked to me, and like a few other students here and there like talked to me, like Michael Veal talked to me, and he's always been really nice. But we were also in like band and stuff together. So, and Coco also played a clarinet. We were both in band. Mike played a tuba in band. So all the band nerds were there. So out of like the 20 or so people that came to the football game, about half of them ignored the absolute piss out of me. So that irritated me. But we did stomp Eustis. It was 20-0 for the first like 3 quarters of the game, and then Eustis started finally up in their game, and we ended up killing the game like 46-20. So that was good. And I do like football. I like football and I like baseball. I hate basketball. I hate golf. I don't like soccer. I am football, baseball. I am classic ball game people. So when it comes to like watching other sports and stuff, I'm not interested. So at least I knew what the hell was going on. Eustace pulled some really cute stunts. The one guy, one of our runners had the ball and he was hauling ass to the infield. And one of the Eustace kids went bloop and fucking clotheslined him, and then comes around and he does this and grabs him because he was running past him and clotheslined him. As he was running past him, the guy went to follow, so he grabbed his shoulder. This part of his arm was here on his neck, and he spun him around and flipped him over. I'm like, where's the flag, people? And then they threw a flag after he had already got him on the ground. So that was the one thing that Eustace said that pissed me off. But their band was amazing. Our band, you couldn't even hear, and they were like 10 feet from us. Our band was like they were playing in church or something. They had to be real quiet because we couldn't hear them. Then another one of their teammates, like the end of the third quarter, took one of the other runners that we had, and he took his helmet and went bash, bash, bash on the damn ground. I'm like, excuse me? Is this allowed in football? Because the kid was already on the ground, and then the Eustace guy walked over to him and went bash, bash, bash. I'm like, that's not right. Where's the flag on that one, people? I mean, we already know y'all losing, so why? Okay, so that was the game Friday night. I got home at like, Jason, what time did I get home? 10:30-ish? And we were like sweating our butts off until like 9:15 that night. And then all of a sudden, I have goosebumps, and I went to reach down to get my riding jacket, and Coco like shivered, and I said, "Are you cold too?" And she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Who the hell turned the air on?" She goes, "I don't know, but I just started getting cold all of a sudden." I said, "Yeah, me too." And both of us held our arms up, and all of our hairs all standing up. So yeah, we're kind of glad that the game got over when it did, because had I been out later than 10:30, I'd have been a popsicle by the time I got home. It went from being like 90 degrees to like 70 within the couple of hours that we were there. And I got there at like 6, and I don't think I pulled out of the parking lot until like 10-ish o'clock, like a little before 10, a little after 10, somewhere around there. So then the reunion was like Saturday, about dump the bike in town Mount Dora, because it's a lot of like hills and mountains and curves and like, yeah. Had a couple people cut me off on the bike in town, which I'm like, dude, do you not see, number one, I've got a green light and you don't, and two, I have this thing on that goes, and it's orange, do you not see that? Which means I have the right of way and you don't, and I'm wearing white pants and a white jacket. How the hell do you not see me? I understand the motorcycle's maroon, but it lights up like Christmas, and I should be very visible, because the only thing dark I'm wearing is my boots, which are black, and they go all the way up to my knee. So those were under my white pants. How people don't see me dressed in all white on a motorcycle is beyond me. I need to stick like those yellow fluorescent stickers like across the back of my helmet, the front of me, down my arms, probably right across my ass, and they might see me. Might. Jeff, you're not making any sense to me at all. I have no idea what that means. So, just gonna leave that there. And that's the second time you've said something that makes absolutely no sense to me at all. But I have been like half a zombie the past few days. So the reunion, I got there at like 6:15. I sat there for like the first hour at a table all by myself with a glass of ice water, being ignored by a bunch of white backs. Nothing but backs and white people, and thanks, Frog. I didn't see the message, but it sounds like the girls are back. So let me fast forward through the reunion. I'm going to do another video on that. My friend Gina and her mom, who I was in Marion County Jail with, needed somewhere to stay, like, ASAP. They moved in Sunday, so Dad and I tore apart the living room, carpet cleaned all the furniture, carpet cleaned the carpets, spent Saturday and Sunday cleaning and cleaning and cleaning. They got here about midnight. Yeah, he like subscribed to my channel like after my live stream a couple of weeks ago, and every time he's in my live stream, he says stuff that doesn't make any sense to me. So if you guys understand it, that's okay, but I don't understand what he's talking about. It's not anything I would know about. So yeah, I don't know what Jeff was talking about. No offense. I mean, maybe it's something that I'm not familiar with. But, so anyway, so Dad and I spent all weekend cleaning the living room, moving stuff out, reorganizing things, cleaning and cleaning and cleaning, and I was wore out. Sunday I got up, I was up for like an hour and 15 minutes. I was editing a video and I'm sitting at my chair going, like, I could barely keep my eyes open. I was dizzy, I was lightheaded, I was a little bit nauseous. I don't know if it was because I was just doing too much or what. So I ended up going back to bed, and I didn't get back up until 4 o'clock. So and the funny thing is I just finished a cup of coffee and I was like dead on my feet. Everything was blurry walking to my bedroom. It was bad. So, Sunday I got up at like 9. I was awake till like 11 a.m. and then I went back to bed until 4. Like I said, they didn't get here until like 12:30 in the morning, and then I had to show them where a few things were that night. I was still editing my Real Talk with Rebecca that goes up today at 5. I need to keep an eye on the time so I don't like run over into that, because I plan on being at my computer when that goes live. It was a hard video to record. It was even harder to edit both parts, because it hits close to home. So I got them settled, they took showers, whatnot, and got the couch pulls out to make like a twin full-size bed. Got that done, and then we talked off and on until like 2:30 in the morning, and then they went to sleep. I was up till 3, and then I was up yesterday morning about like 8 o'clock, a little after 8, and then I got up, I edited the Real Talk with Rebecca part 1. I kept having issues with my computer being super slow and not wanting to render anything and just trying to get stuff done. I didn't record anything yesterday, and then they had to go to like the bank and go to the post office and Walmart, and they had a bunch of other things to do, and because they're not familiar with this area, I took them out, and they waited until I got done editing that video and it was exporting before we left. So I was thankful for that. We left and we get to the one bank that used to be, because they have a credit union, where they have like a shared branch kind of thing, where as long as you are a credit union member, you can go to another credit union and still access your account. Well, I guess this is the one that closed my account after 6 months because there was inactivity on it. Dude, there was still money in the account, so you should have left my account alone. It's not like it's not like I had occurred an overdraft or monthly fees or anything like that. I had almost $12 in the bank, so it wasn't like a zero balance. But why you up and just close a checking account without talking to somebody, and then they go to swipe their card when they need to use that $11 and change, the card's been declined, and you call and you find out your account's closed? That was so not cool. So now they're not a shared bank anymore. So for those that have a Fairwinds credit union anywhere near you, avoid them like the plague. Just gonna say that right now. I've had bad experiences with them. We had a very bad experience with them yesterday. They looked at us like we were the redheaded stepchild that hadn't showered in a fucking year. So, not a very good experience. And it says there's 5 people in here. But anyways, so that was yesterday. Came home, started feeling really dizzy again, lightheaded, nauseous. So about 6 o'clock last night, I laid down, and I was only up long enough to get on Amanda's live stream at 7. I was laying in bed reading or watching the live stream, because I just sitting up in bed made me think I was gonna puke on my phone. So I was like, no. I don't know if it's stress or lack of sleep or what. It's funny, I can see the comment come up on my phone, and it takes a minute to come up on my iPad. Thanks, Rob. So I ended up staying in bed until like 10 o'clock last night. I was in and out of sleep, and then I got up, got part 2 edited. It exported this morning. Well, it exported after I went to bed. I was up till about 3:30 this morning editing that video, and then I exported it, and then I went and laid in bed for 3 hours and couldn't sleep. So I got up about 9:30, 10 this morning. I've edited 2 small videos today, and I've got a third one in my editor right now that has a giveaway in it. I picked my giveaway winners at like 12:30 last night. So I want to show, I'm not going to show like addresses, but here are the 2 envelopes for the people that won. There was 47 entries total. There was like 9 different people that entered. Out of those 9, 4 of them are like my regular people, and the other entries, when I looked to see if they were like subscribed and stuff, they were disqualified because some of them had already unsubscribed, because I could see in my email where they had subscribed, and then some of the other ones, they like had subscribed but then unsubscribed before the giveaway closed, so it basically invalidated all of the other people. So technically there was only 4 accurate entries, and there were two prizes. So Amanda got one, Amanda Beth here on YouTube. She won the first one, which she picked the black sheep mask, and Frog won the other one. So and which means she gets the hydrating one, which is fine. I don't think Frog's gonna mind which one she gets. So yeah, I'm using Rafflecopter now. I don't have a graded version of Rafflecopter, but it does show me like what the people did, and then I have to go and check and see if they're actually subscribed or following or whatever to make sure that their entries are valid before they click off. So anyways, the other giveaway will have 1, potentially 2 winners on it, but like I said, I'm editing that one now. That should go up sometime this week, and that will run like the entire month. Unlike this one, I think I ran it for like 2 weeks. But yeah, people are gonna start thinking that I'm like rigging the giveaways because the same people keep winning over and over again. But the thing is, if you don't follow the rules and you unsubscribe after you've already entered the giveaway, then you invalidate all of your entries. So really the only rule that I have for the giveaways is to subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. And a lot of people didn't even leave comments, so that invalidated their entry. And that I was very explicit with what the rules were in like verbal statements, and then I went and I checked, and I don't know, I don't understand why people do that. So yeah. Other like stuff really quick I want to talk about. Like September was a busy month for me. I had just about every other day for my second channel videos going up, and of course I had videos going up every day. I didn't miss a day. I've got a video for tomorrow, today and tomorrow already scheduled, and the entire month of October is already like filled in for right? Yeah, it was. And I was pretty explicit with what the rules were, Frog, and I guess people either don't read or don't listen, because I made sure I verbally said it and I put it in writing. So, and it was in the rules for the giveaway. But the entire month of October is already filled out for my second channel. Everything is already pre-scheduled for October, and there are videos every other day, and I have enough videos to fill up half of November right now. So my second channel, I can ignore the whole thing all month, and not have to worry about missing other than checking comments. So that one is basically good on its own. I guess the other thing I want to touch on is, I know my mom called me Friday to tell me that they had just mailed out my birthday gift, but one of my friends, they did buy me something off of Amazon, and I got several packages on Sunday. When I got back up Sunday, I was like, what in the hell? There was a whole stack of packages in my chair when I got back up. So I will come closer so you can see these. And for those that don't know, I love butterflies, dragonflies, frogs, and sunflowers. Like, on my mirror here in the bathroom, I've got these leaded, this is pewter, and it's got leaded glass in it. And I've got 2 of them up here. I've got butterflies on my actual mirrors. I guess it would just be easier to do this. See, there's the other one. And then I've got butterflies, corners of each of the tops of the mirror. And I also have a tattoo of butterflies. So these were the earrings that he picked out for me, which I might as well just go ahead and put them in. The funny thing is, and I have cleaned them, so don't freak out about that. They've been sitting here on the bathroom counter for a day. But he really knows me when it comes to what to get me, because he got something for my mind, body, and soul for the most part. Like, he got something for my aesthetic, and so then there were these. These are like liquid eyeliners that are in a whole bunch of colors, like different colors and stuff. These are all like matte liquid liners. I haven't opened any of them yet, but so I have a whole bunch of new colorful things to play with. And I am thinking about doing a couple of Halloween looks. I don't do like SFX makeup. That stuff creeps me out. I don't even want to see it on like social media. They should like hide half that crap, because it like really creeps me out. And then the last item, which I've already started reading this one, and I didn't realize this was the second series. This isn't the first series, but that's okay. I already started reading this one. But this is an entire box set. Cassandra Clare. This is the Clockwork set from her. For those that know anything about the Shadowhunter series, like that they did for the TV or the movie, Cassandra Clare is the one who wrote those books. And the first series is like 6 books, and it's like $40 for the like box set for all 6 books. And then this was the second series that she wrote, and I think it's really neat because it has like pictures of the different books that she's written on the back. But if you look at the back of the cover, I don't even know if it's going to show it, but you can see where it's like raised. So these are, you can actually feel them on the paper. And she also has included a map in here. So like as you're reading, if you want to like see where certain things are, you can actually look at the map, and it has the pictures. And so I am like super stoked about these. Yeah, they're big. Like, I have an iPad 4th generation, just to give you an idea of how big these books are. So, size comparison. I mean, I could have just broke out my ruler. There go my tweezers. 8 1/4 inches tall, 5 1/2 inches thick or wide, and 1 1/4 inches thick. So they're big books, and it's not like super tiny writing, but it's not like super big writing either. So yeah, I started reading that at like 3 something this morning, and then I started getting bleary eyed, so I decided I better like go to bed. So thank you, Jason, for those. Like, much appreciated. I love the earrings. Love the earrings. These are like beautiful. And I looked in my wish list trying to find where these were. I don't know where you found these earrings unless you just saw them and that's why you had to ask for my address, because these, I didn't find these in any of my wish lists, because I went through and like deleted off items for like things that were no longer available or things that were like out of stock, or they didn't know when stuff would be back in stock. So I went through Sunday night and deleted out like all of the items that were like no longer able to be bought, and there must have been 30 or so items in each list. And I kind of do that every once in a while, and I'll go through and like if it's something I really want, I'll look for a replacement to stick back in my wish list, but usually I just delete them out and I say screw it. So anyways, okay, shop my stash stuff. Now that I've like blathered on long enough, and I'm surprised there's still people here besides you two, because you know I yammer too much. But I've had so much crap going on. I've been so super busy. I literally like I haven't eaten at all today, and I'm starving, like starving. So like I like one meal yesterday, and I ate about half of it, and then I started getting really tired, so I went and laid down and I put the plate up, and I ate the rest of it last night when I got back up. At least somebody loves me. Or love, depending on what area you're from. Alright, so this is the makeup that I pulled for my shop my stash, and I'm going to be like putting, I have all of my like containers out on the counter. Like just, let me give you a pan of everything really quick. Let me see if I can. Alright, so we have lip products, liners, face stuff, blushes and bronzers, eye makeup and highlighters, and then of course all of my junk. And then here is my shop my stash stuff. And then I've got some clean and dirty brushes over here. And then all of my like palettes that are smaller are in here, minus the two that are, oh, it's yelling at me because of orientation. I've got 2 palettes sitting up here because I was going to do a makeup look yesterday and I ended up not doing it. And then I've got palettes down here. So, anyways, so this is all of my like all of my makeup, minus like a couple of sprays and some things that are in the closet. I'm going to put the books back in my room because it is kind of damp in here. Plus, that gave me a chance to blow my nose. I think they're here. I think they came back. Let's take a walk outside for a minute. And I might as well put this stuff back on my desk. Ah, there go the tweezers again. That's twice I dropped them. I'm good at that. Come on, MM, let's go outside. Good girl. What are you guys doing just sitting in the truck?
Because I got a phone call.
Oh. How long has that guy been sitting in the yard?
What guy?
The pickup truck that just pulled out because I came out to the car.
Just now then, because there was nobody there.
Alright. I get a little possessive about my yard. I'm like the dog that pees on everything that don't belong. Anyways, oh, hey. Say hi. Hang on, let me flip the camera on. Say hi, Gina.
Hello.
That's my friend Gina. And Mom is in the car. Wave hi, Mom.
Wait.
There you go. It's a little dark in there, but alright. So if you need anything, I'm in the bathroom live streaming, but the door's open.
That's
so
fine.
I gotta put makeup away from last month and then pick new makeup for this month. Yeah. I'll leave her out with you guys.
Alright.
But just come on in when you're ready. Don't worry about noise. See, look, there's another truck pulling in the yard. The hell is this? here. This ain't a Yui.
Well, they just made it. I actually came in and parked.
Right? Do you not know how to do a 3-point turn?
I physically came in and parked wrong way we were supposed to.
Right? Yeah, but you know, when I was a kid, we had to learn how to drive. We had to do a 3-point turn. You know, where you pull up and then you go forward and then you back up a little bit and then you go.
Exactly.
That's what you're supposed to do, not pull into some rando's yard. Sorry.
No, I never pull into anybody's yard. I will actually drive down to the next street.
And then turn. Yeah, I know. I do the same thing. I don't like pulling into people's yards. Because you never know who's got a gun.
There you go. Hey, I was out in Texas. I learned real quick.
Right? Sorry for yelling, guys. Do you want to go out, son? The other fur child just went out. All right. Okay, so that's Penny and Gina. So they are staying with us. Don't know for how long, but it doesn't matter because you figure I spent over a year in jail with them. They're like family to me. They really are. Like, I was their power of attorney while they were in prison. So I handled all their like banking matters and their legal stuff, and paid their ticket when they got pulled over and they had a ticket with the FHPs. I was the one that dealt with that. I dealt with before they tried to like suspend their license because somebody didn't pay the ticket on time because I wasn't notified of it. Then the court tried to go after them for court costs and stuff, even though they were incarcerated. And I was like, no, you cannot do this while they're currently incarcerated. You have to wait until after they get out before you can start pursuing that kind of stuff. So I filed their court paperwork. I did all their paralegal work. I handled all of their like business stuff while they were in prison. So they really are like family to me. And for those of you that know me or know the kind of person I am, I'm the kind of person that will have your back, but if you screw me, I'm done. I will bend over backwards to help somebody, and I will protect my own, and I will do what needs to be done. And I'm an honest person. I don't like seeing people screwed over. And she was living in a house in Marion County, and her landlord, it was a lease to buy situation. It was all verbal. She was paying $500 a month, and this month she showed up at her house one day at the beginning of the month and was like, well, you have to pay me $1,000 rent for this month or get the fuck out. And she's like, what do you mean? We're buying the house and we pay on time and, you know, blah, blah, blah. She's like, well, I have friends and family that want to live in this house, so I need you out or you need to pay $1,000. And I'm like, oh, hell no. So she was supposed to be out by like September 15th, even though she had already paid rent for this month. I was like, let me talk to Dad. Made sure it was okay. They came here, like I said, Sunday. So you don't fuck with me and mine. I'm just gonna leave that right there. Okay, so for September's Shop My Stash, and I'm gonna get this because this is where everything goes when I like pull stuff out. Now, I did buy a new blush from Tarte during the 21 Days of Beauty sale, but I only used it in like 1 or 2 videos, and then I put it back in here. So that's why it's not in my actual Shop My Stash now. So we have the Tarte Party Blush. Used this quite a bit, and I used it in conjunction with the blush I got from Ipsy. This is the Sweet Stuff Blush from Ofra. So I'm going to put those back in here. Okay, you used to fit in that cubby hole. Why will you not fit in there now? Okay. Will you fit on top? Okay, that works. You're too fat to fit on top. My blush needs to go on a diet. My Ofra blush won't fit. And the other blush that I had pulled was the City Color Be Matte blush. This is the Trio, which is in Fresh Melon, Blackberry, and Guava. And with all this stuff going on with City Color, I think I'm going to double check all of, I don't even think there's a batch code on here. Okay, no, there's a batch code on here. I think I'm gonna have to pull all of my City Color products and check the batch codes on them to see if any of them were in the FDA recall, because a lot of them they're finding like asbestos in them. I just realized that tweezers were still on the floor. Blush. Now with bronzer, because I bought a bronzer from Ulta during, again, 21 Days of Beauty, I bought an Essence bronzer, but again, I only used it like twice in a video, and then I took it back out and put it away. The L'Oreal Lumi Bronze, I love the shit out of this bronzer. It's the only one that really matches me right now. The Essence bronzer is a little bit too warm for me, but this is like my preferred bronzer. And we're gonna have some spatial issues here. Whoop. Okay, maybe they'll both fit. Fingers crossed. And then I got this one from Ipsy. This is the Lovecraft Beauty in Cymbeline, and it's pretty. I thought it would be a lot warmer than it is, but it wasn't. So I was very surprised I could get away with wearing it. So that was a very nice bronzer addition. Right now, a lot of the bronzers that I have are like looking really warm on my skin, and I don't know what's going on with that. Now hopping into highlighters, I'm surprised I didn't get a highlighter from Ipsy this month. Usually I do. So I had pulled the City Color Stellar highlighter and Nebula. I used the shit out of this. I'm surprised there isn't more of a dent in here, because every time I wore highlighter, I would use the Estate Cosmetics Do Me highlighter in Pearl, and then I would put this one over it. So yeah, I used both of them quite a bit. I even used the Colored Rain Single Shadow as a highlighter as well. So gotta do what you gotta do. Now for single shadows, I got the Beauty Crop in the shade Halo. This is one I need tweezers for. Plus I just cut all my nails off today. This is like that pink champagne-y color. It's beautiful. I use this for a couple of different eye looks. I use it in conjunction with a palette. I've used it as a highlight. I've used it as a blush topper. It's beautiful. It kind of feels like it's wet, like a cream highlight or a cream shadow, but it's not. But it feels like it is. And then of course the Colored Rain eyeshadow in Glamour is beautiful. So now I have two Colored Rain shadows. I've used it as eyeshadow highlight, inner corner highlight. I even tapped it over my lips one day. It is beautiful. It's a true champagne color, and it also feels wet. So I had pulled two of my eyeshadows. The one I'm going to go ahead and put in a thing to declutter it, because even though it's older, I have crushed it up and like tried to reconstitute it and repress it and that kind of thing. Every time I do that, it just crumbles worse, and it doesn't take long to recrumble. So I'm just gonna get rid of it. The Funky Town one, I think I used it once or twice. The City Color one, I did use this a couple of times in Beach Cottage, but I think, again, I need to check all of my City Color products, because I am a little nervous about the fact that they have had so many recalls lately. I worry about the safety of the products that I'm putting on my skin. Oh, GZP. This is the Super Shock Shadow in Frog from ColourPop. I use this as a highlight, use it as an inner corner highlight, used it quite a bit this month. And then I have the Loose Shadow. I only use this like a couple of times, but it won't fit in the drawer because it's too tall. So those are all of those little drawers. Move those out of the way. Then we have my pressed powder in Matte Sand. It is too dark for me, but it works. Especially if I've gone like completely ham with blush or bronzer. I only used this a couple times because I kept forgetting I had it. This is the Galactic one in shade Fair, and it's also too dark for me, but I kind of use it like if I need to darken this area, I'll like run a brush through it and then put it under my eyes. And yes, it is iridescent. It's like shimmery. It's like kind of like a highlighting powder, but the it's dark, it's enough of a dark shade that it darkens my under eyes, so I wasn't so bright. I have been doing several like battle of type tests with the loose powders, and I did buy a new Cover FX one. This one here dries the snot out of my skin, so I'm gonna have to test this a little bit more, but this might be going back to Ulta. This is initially like a $30 powder or $38 powder. I got it on sale for the 21 Days of Beauty for like $17, and it like sucks every bit of moisture out of my skin. It's darker than my skin. It looks darker on my skin, even when there's nothing on my face. So I don't know. I've heard a lot of people rave about this, but it literally is like super, super dark on my skin. That's fine, Frog. I'm almost done with like September. Alright, now into concealers and color correctors, because we're just kind of going to go down the line with things as I pull them forward. This is like everything that goes in here anyways, so I gotta rearrange a couple things. I did buy a new concealer and corrector. The one concealer I'm considering returning because it's the wrong shade. The corrector has worked out quite nicely, but again, I only used it a couple of times and then put it away because again, it wasn't part of my shop, my stash. So the LA Girl Pro Conceal yellow, this is like a dark yellow corrector. It just says yellow, but it is a little dark. I have to mix it with the Essence one, and the Essence one is about down to here right now. So I kind of like mix the two to get the appropriate shade that I need. And then the NYX one as well, it works. It's just, it's not like my favorite color corrector to use. The Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define, I had to like take the stopper out because it was like I couldn't get any product out of it. The Maybelline Age Rewind has been burning my under eyes lately, and I don't know why, so I kind of have not used it a whole lot this month. And the Smashbox one is like water, so I usually don't gravitate to it at all. But the new Conceal and Hydrate that I bought from Ulta, this one is like way lighter than the C2 from the original line. So I might, I have used this. It's like super, super light. I might see if I can get this one instead, because this is the one that like is almost the exact same shade as my skin color. It does dry a little bit darker, but this one's really light on my skin. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do about that just yet. I'm going to think about what I want to do with the Maybelline one, because like I said, it does dry. It's like causing my under eyes to burn, and I don't like that. Brow gel, this is the Anastasia one. I only used it a few times. The Stila liquid eyeshadow in Wonderlust. This is glitter, the Glitter and Glow. I used it a couple of times actually this month, and I need to try and use that more, or the little one more, because they're like drying out really quick, and I don't want them to like go to waste. The other thing that goes on this tray is my mascara. This is the Bad Gal Bang. I've only had this sample for a couple of months. I used it for the month that I got it, and then I used it this month, and it's like drying out horrifically. It was a super, super, super wet formula when I first got it, like 2 months ago, or 3 months ago now, because I had a month off of it. But now that I've had a chance to use it a little bit longer, I like what it does to my lashes now that it's not quite so wet, but now it's drying out so fast I can't use it. So I don't know how I feel about that. And I'm gonna throw some lip gloss on because my lips feel dry. This is the Dirty Little Secrets gloss in Nude Beige, no, Nude Beach. I really like it. That's exactly what I use it for sometimes. Sometimes I just throw it on and like go about my day with no makeup on or whatever. I just kind of run around with lip gloss on. It's nice, I like it. Alright, let me pull my lip product thingies over here. I really need to just go through here and see what I want to get rid of. I might just do a declutter this month and do like a general all makeup declutter, because I've got some stuff that I know I'm not using, stuff that I need to just get rid of. So in the video that I'm actually editing right now, I talk about the few items that I bought from Ulta, and inside there was like a surprise package from Makeup Revolution. This lipstick actually came in that package, and look at what color it is, people. Can you see it? Can ya? I now have an orangey lipstick. So I was very happy to get this because I needed an orange lipstick, and this is like actually a perfect shade of orange. It doesn't look too horrific on me, which I was absolutely flabbergasted by. It's super hydrating and it wears off gracefully. So bonus, bonus, and bonus. The other lipstick that I pulled is Root Beer Float. I use the shit out of this. There's one missing. Oh no, I used that for Saturday and that was it. My bad. The Wet n Wild in Java. It's older. It's still fine. But I think I need to go through my lipsticks and see what I need to keep and what I need to move on. I have a bunch of like liquid lipsticks that I don't use, and I don't know anybody personally that would use them, like a friend or whatever that would probably use them. I'll ask Gina, but I doubt she's a lipstick person like I am. The Dirty Little Secrets lip gloss, I love it. I have a few lip glosses that are like this that I really enjoy, like the one from LA Colors. This is in Just Kissed. I really like that one. But there's a few that I like. I'll just grab and throw on my lips and then, you know, run around town with it on, because it's something that it's moisturizing, it's hydrating. I like what it does to my lips. I also like the Dominique Cosmetics lip gloss. That one's really nice. And this one here from Luna. It's not as like sticky or tacky like some of the Tarte one I have is like very thick, very heavy on my lips. And you can feel the glitter in it. I don't like to feel glitter in my lips, my lip gloss. I think I'm just going to pull all my lip glosses out and stick them over here real quick. It'd help if they're not all trying to fall over. That way I'll have a better idea of what is a lipstick and what is a lip gloss if I put all my glosses in one spot. Well, that just made a whole bunch of room. The other two items that I had pulled for lips this month was the Vanya liquid lipstick, liquid linen. I still don't care for how it dries out my lips. What I did this month was I put the Dirty Little Secret gloss underneath and then put this over it, and it kept my lips from completely drying out. And this one here, I didn't do a look that needed a purple lipstick, so I didn't wear it. Even though I think this is a beautiful shade, and believe it or not, it's actually quite comfortable to wear. I am actually like shocked with how much I do like that product. But you know, so that is everything from lips. And then moving on to liners. Oh, I pulled this as a backup liner. I didn't use it. The Ciate Starstruck liner, I used it a couple of times. It's not water resistant at all. My eye was watering one day, and like 90% of my wing had like worn off just from my eye watering. So that's something that you need to watch out for. The JCat Beauty Brow Pencil. I'm surprised I'm not out of this thing yet. I really am. The lip liners that I pulled, again, I forgot to use the Sucker for Gray. I think I might just like put this in my thing to declutter because I never use it. And I think I used both of these as eyeliners. The other two lip liners that I had pulled, I used them as eyeliners, which I do that sometimes. The Imperial one from my line, I'm going to go ahead and put that in my declutter pile because it's like super dried out. And any of my other liners that are from that line, the indelible line, I'm just going to go ahead and pull right now because I know that I'm not going to use them. So there's no point in keeping them because they're dried out. They hurt me when I use them, and so I'm just going to say bye-bye to them. This one I pulled for like game night, the ColourPop one, but I ended up not using it, so I'm going to stick this back in here. The ColourPop DTLA liner, I used it a couple of times. It's still okay. The diamond liner, I don't remember if I used it this month or not. The nude beige one from L'Oreal, I use quite a bit. I actually prefer that liner. And then my Ninja one, it takes forever to get this thing off, but it's very effective. Very, very effective. I need to go through here and like completely weed out all of my liners as well, but I don't know what the dog's barking at. So anyways, the things that I just pulled just now, I'm going to go ahead and, I have like a basket in here of stuff that I've been slowly adding to, of stuff that I'm going to be getting rid of. So I don't keep them in my collection. All right, now for, I just came back in the bathroom on the iPad, which means we are running a good 30-second delay. It says there's still 2 people in here. Is anybody still in here? Should I just forego pulling makeup for October? Well, I'll just go ahead and pull stuff. And if you guys are still watching, then you're still watching. I'm going to pull my glossy, or this is the enamel red. Ooh. All right. This is a nice red, juicy, like candy apple red lipstick. I like that shade. I'm also going to pull a gray lipstick. I think these are still okay. Let me smell them. Oh, that one still smells like candy. So that one's London. London is darker than Steel Heart. Steel Heart is like a light gray. That one still smells okay too. And I also have a black, but I'm going to pull London. Oh, and if you guys want to see me do something like a specific type of like Halloween look, be it like pumpkins or spiders or like ghosts or witchy or something like that, let me know, because I'm going to be looking at doing some fall inspired looks and like Halloween inspired looks. I think I might pull Thistle as well from my Bite Beauty. It's like a grayish purple lipstick, and that one still smells fine. I know, I just put it back in here. This is the Makeup Revolution orange lipstick. I know I'm gonna pull that because I'm gonna want it. I have this dark, vampy, like purple that's from Jolie Cosmetics. What shade is this? Scuro. So I'm gonna pull that. It's a liquid lipstick. I hate those, but meh. And I'm gonna pull this CoverGirl purple lipstick in, what color are you? Feelings. So it's like a warm toned purple. I'm gonna go ahead and pull that. And then if I need other colors, I will just leave the option open. And I don't know what I'm getting in Ipsy this month. Oh, speaking of Ipsy, I made sure that I had enough money in my checking account to cover October, November, and December, which is roughly $30. Well, Ipsy's now charging $12 a month instead of $10 for their glam bags. And this month they charged me for Ipsy Glam Bag Plus, so any money that I had left in my checking account is now gone. So I don't know how I'm going to pay for Ipsy in November because Ipsy decided to take $25 extra, well $27 extra out of my checking account this month than I had planned for. So, and I don't have enough money in AdSense to get a YouTube payout. So I'm basically hosed for November for getting Ipsy Glam Bag, and I cannot afford they said that you would get it still for $10 a month if you paid for like a year subscription, but I don't have $120 laying around to do that. So I'm gonna have to end up paying the $12 a month. And you would think that somebody who's been getting Ipsy for 4 years, 5 years, that they would have like grandfathered us into the new pricing plan and kept it at like $10 for us instead of charging us $12, and they should be charging like new people $12. But anyways, so I don't know how I'm going to afford Ipsy in November, but they like completely took every bit of money I had left in my account. I think I have $6 left in my name, and I had just put money in the bank like Saturday or Sunday to make, no, either Friday or Saturday, to make sure that I took every bit of cash that I had left and went ahead and put it in the bank. And so I have just enough to mail the giveaway winner packages out, and then you know, I can hope and pray that I get some sales on my website or something to pay for the next giveaway package that I have to mail out at the end of October. So it's going to be really tight for me until I earn enough, because I'm not even like halfway to earning a YouTube payout right now. So yeah. It's gonna be rough. All right, I'll probably pull a couple lip glosses too. You know what? I know I just pulled the Trust Fund Beauty one for like last month, but it's gold, and I figured it would be nice to wear for an eye look. I'm also gonna pull this eye crayon from NYX. This is an oyster. I'm gonna pull that. I'm gonna pull my Gimme Brow in shade 5. I'm going to pull my Cella Clear Brow Gel. Now when it comes to concealer and stuff, I'm going to try out the Conceal and Hydrate again. I am going to pull the new color corrector. Hey Sylvia. Well, I'm picking October makeup now. So I'm going to pull that. And if I need to pull another like color corrector to help, like if I need the Essence one to lighten this, then I might do that. But I'm gonna stick with these two right now. I kind of found a new trick that I like with my concealer and corrector, that it keeps me from getting like flashback. So, and I'll be talking about that in another video. Let's see if there's another gloss in here I want to pull. You're a mascara, not a gloss. What are you doing in that bowl? I think I'm going to pull the Luna gloss as well. This is in Venus. It's like a burnt orange kind of color. So that should be good for Halloweenish time. Mascara. I think I'm going to pull the Falsies Flared. And I'll pull the Roller Lash, even though I don't care for it. Just trying to be able to get some use out of it. I think I'm going to leave this alone for right now. You know what? Let me pull the NYX Pot like concealer just in case I need it. And I will pull eyeliners after I pull like eyeshadows. Now again, I'm not going to be pulling eyeshadow palettes. I'm going to leave that open so that I can pull whatever eyeshadow palettes that I want to use. The next video that I do like makeup wise is going to be with the 2 Milani palettes that I pulled, because I have an idea that I want to do with the Bold Obsessions and the Pure Passions palette. I haven't used these in months, so I want to get some use out of them. And if you guys want to see me do like makeup on Gina, I will be doing haircuts on her and Mom. So those will be coming. I've already got permission from them to film them to do that. So they both need haircuts, and so a lot of people have always asked about me doing stuff on other people. So this will give you not only the opportunity to get to know some people that knew me while I was incarcerated, but will also show you how I do things when I'm working on a client versus on myself. So hopefully that's helpful to somebody. Alright, oh, and I will be most likely using the liquid liners that Jason bought me to do eye looks and stuff with. Now, I think for this month, for highlight, I'm going to pull the Luna by Luna. This is an Electra. I think I had this in like last month's, I don't remember. I'm going to pull that. And I don't know. I'm torn between these two. And I'm gonna be trying to sit down to do a depotting video for getting rid of like some of the things in like these little single containers and putting them in my magnetic palettes. I really need to do that because I'm tired of having like a whole bunch of like little things and taking up space. So here we have the Jeffree Star Hypothermia Supreme Frost Highlighter, and then the Maybelline Master Holographic in shade 100. This is like a purpley blue pink highlighter, and this one's like a pink orange, like peach purple shifting highlighter. Both of them are like kind of glittery, so it doesn't really matter to me, but I'm like torn between which one I should pull for October. So what do you guys think? Purple or peach? High-end drugstore. So these are the two highlighter choices besides the Luna one. You said peach, Sylvia? Alright, I'll pull the Jeffree Star one. And this was given to me by a subscriber. This was given to me by a subscriber. My Dirty Beauty blender. It's not like completely dirty, but she gave me this, and she sent me like a 3-pack of these things, which I use like all the time, and they're softer than the other makeup cloths that I have. So this I didn't buy. I could never afford one of these. This was given to me by a subscriber, and I am very thankful for it because I like it a lot. All right, next bronzers. I do have the Physicians Formula like kit out, but I'm not gonna pull it. I know I want to try out the Essence bronzer a little bit more because of the fact that I just got it. I've only used it twice, so that's going to be a given. And then again, I don't know what I'm going to get with my Ipsy Glam bag. So then the other two choices that I'll pull in is either the Hoola, which I guess these are both kind of high end, or mid-range and high end. I've got the Tarte Park Avenue Princess or the Hoola bronzer, and they both have about the same amount of wear in them, and they're both about the same shade. Let me see. There are the two bronzers side by side. So I guess this is the Hoola bronzer, and then this one here is the Tarte bronzer. And let me move this a little bit to get it away from the light. So we have Hoola and Tarte. The Hoola bronzer actually looks like it's got shimmer in it, even though it's matte, and the Tarte one does have shimmer in it. It looks more matte than the other one. Oh well. You prefer the more shimmering one? I'm gonna make sure that that's the one I... Oh, I had that backwards. Okay, so this one was Tarte and this one was Hoola. So the shiny one was the Tarte one. My bad. So okay, we'll pull the Tarte. Oh, dropping things. All right, now for blush. Got little hairs tickling my forehead. Now I know I'm going to be pulling the Tarte blush in Dazzled because it's brand new. It is a beautiful like mauve shade, and I couldn't figure out why it like jingled in the package, and I'm like, what in the hell? Until one day I stuck my thumb in it, in the crack over here. I'm trying to do this without damaging it. I had no idea it did this. I'm like, what? So I have blushes this size that I could easily just kind of go bloop. So I thought that was cool. That was like my trick. So I'm gonna be pulling that one. And you know what? This one doesn't have the little thing on it, so I don't think this one here pops out quite so easily. But I do want to get it out of here because the cat knocked this off the counter and it's broken. I want to do like a darker blush as well. So we have the NYX one in Glow, and then we have the Pacifica. This is in Wild Rose. Wild Rose is a little bit more of a rosy tone, whereas the NYX one is a little bit more like brown. I'm not sure which one to pull. They're both darker than the other one. The other one's more like a medium pink. These are more of what your like darker spectrum. I'm waiting to see if there's comments that come in. Ooh. Oh, yeah. All right. Are you ringing out there? So we have Wild Rose. All right, let me do it this way. Wild Rose, and then, hello, did I not? Wild Rose. And then the Glow one. Are you like defective? Why the hell are you not swatching? Alright, hang on, let me clean my fingers off. I also have this in like the duo that I got from Ipsy, which has the mirror on the back, which I thought was like awesome. This is also Wild Rose here. Okay, now we've got some pigment. I'm sure with a brush it'll be different. Alright, so we have Wild Rose here, and then we have Glow here, and they're both like shimmery blushes. So we have Pacifica here, and we have NYX here. Oh, I guess I should probably do this one too. This is the Dazzled one. Again, I just literally just chopped all my nails off after my shower. So there's that one. You hear how it moves? It's kind of annoying actually. Okay, so there are all three blushes. So this is the Tarte blush. It's very pink compared to the other two. And then you have Wild Rose, which is like a dusty mauve with a little bit of bronze. And then Glow, which is like it's really a beautiful like neutral toned blush, or you could probably use it as like a bronzer topper. I like the Pacifica blushes. They're really nice. So, but the thing is a while back I got this Pacifica blush in an Ipsy Glam bag, and then like this year, and I still have it. I still use it. This one came as like a bronzer blush duo. So, and I really like the fact that there's a mirror in here, because when I do like my mascara battles, I can do this, and you can see my lashes in the mirror. So I can show you my lashes straight on and then do this, and you can see my lashes in the reflection. So it's been like super handy to have this. And I want to like depot this and put this in like my magnetic palettes. So which one? Pacifica or NYX? Because the other one is quite pink. The other blush is very, very pink compared to these, which are kind of like neutralish undertone blushes. There's like a 30-second delay right now. Hey Gina,
What?
come give me your 2 pennies. Picking makeup to wear for the month of October. That's it, just knock over Mom's walker. Alright, so this is the pink this is the blush I've already pulled. This is the Pacifica Wild Rose blush, and then this is a NYX Glow blush. You like the Wild Rose?
Yes.
Because this is the other one, and it's kind of like pink and girly and and bright. And then this is the other one. I have it in 2 different things. I don't know how much makeup you've got, but
Not much.
we might have to fix that. I've got plenty. I'll share. But yeah, this is this one here, and then the other one is this one.
I like that one.
You like the Wild Rose?
Rose. I've always liked rose color though. So.
Yeah, me too. I always
So
go
I
with like
kinda-
rose and mauve shades.
Yes, me too.
And this one, I thought it used to fit in here, and I don't. Chloe got on the bathroom counter and she knocked it off, and she broke the.
That's why I don't fit no more.
But you would think if it's closed that it should still. Right?
Well, yeah, but hey, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Hey, that worked.
Are we a little sleep deprived?
just a wee bit. And I'm on my 2nd cup of coffee.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not working. You might need a 3rd.
I didn't go to bed until after 3 this morning. That video, I edited it until 3. I got it exporting about 3:30, and then I went to bed, and I'm like, ping! I'm like, no, I want to sleep. No ping, motherfucker. I was so tired. I think I was awake till like after 4:30 this morning. And I wasn't watching YouTube or nothing. I read for a few minutes, and then I rolled over and tried to go to sleep. Connor was buzzing on the bed, and the Bubby decided to come bounding across the bed, ran over me, and then like stepped on Connor's tail, so there was a pissing match on the bed.
Of course. You
Like-
should have stayed off his tail.
Boys.
How's the clothes doing? They still staying on the.
Oh no, I had to pick them back up and put them back in the pile. I don't know. You'd have to go look at the altar to see if they're still on the altar, because they knocked it off. Bunch of shitheads. Cats.
Yeah, it's not as nice as I remember it was.
Well, I had 2 nice folded piles, one of jeans and one of non-jean pants that were ready to be listed on Depop. And I told him no. I even threw a look lotion bottle at him last night. Told him no. I threw shit at him. I'm like, get away from that window. Stop knocking my stuff on the floor.
Well, yeah.
And I got the fuck you tail and the dirty look and
And
then
I'm gonna do what I want. And he went and did what he wanted.
kids.
He's right outside. He was right out front.
Yeah, he usually does that in the afternoons. He'll hang out there.
He's just laying out.
Oh, they can't even see you right now because I'm like zoomed in. There, now you can see her.
Taxi.
I swear, people, I'm not talking to myself.
Yes,
I do, but right?
Yes, and she answered herself too. What's next?
Eyeshadow. I'm not picking a palette because I kind of like rotate through my palettes, but I do pick like single shadows, and because it's like Halloweeny month, I'm debating on like this one here, and I guess I need to zoom it back in a little bit so they can see. I've got the LA Colors one that has like a black and a gray and a white. There's this one here that's got two like a bronze and a copper and a pink shade. I was thinking about pulling one of those. I have the Moods from Laura Sanchez. This is in chocolate shake. I've got this one I was thinking about pulling. I really want to pull the Colored Rain Superstar because it's this beautiful gold. Look at that
Oh,
color.
that is pretty.
It feels wet when you touch it. Look, just one freaking swipe. I'm like, ugh.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Even though the light's blowing it out. So
Oh, it's bright.
it is, but it's beautiful. Even on my pasty ass skin. I think that's all of this one I wanted to look at. Nomad is like another like bronzy like gold shade. I don't know. I keep wiping my fingers off on this so I don't contaminate the eyeshadows.
That's good.
Plus I'm kind of weird about touching eyeshadow with other eyeshadow on my finger.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
You
mix
know
them-
how OCD
Mix them on your eye, not on the
Right? But you know how OCD I am about how clean my stuff is anyways.
Oh, I know.
So this one here is like a contender because it's like a bronzy shade. But then again, if I pick this one here, I think it's almost the same color as the
It
middle
is.
the middle shade of the LA Colors one.
Close the lid.
Yes, ma'am. We have this pretty green from Estate Cosmetics.
Oh, no, that's pretty. I see, I like green.
It's like a green with an olive shift. Yeah, I do too. But you also have green eyes. So I have this one. And nobody's talking to me in chat, so I must have like bored them to death or something. Ooh, I have my orange. This should be Surf. No, it's Torch. I thought it was Surf. I have this like bright orange eyeshadow that matches the lipstick that I pulled.
That'd be for Halloween.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. This is the lipstick that I pulled, and it
Yep,
almost
matches.
matches. So I know I'm gonna pull this eyeshadow, so there's no debate on that one. Let's see. Cargo is, I think, a brown and a bronze. It's another gold. It's a brown and a gold. What's Mom doing?
Come on behind me.
Actually, it's like a lighter
It's
gold.
so light.
Yeah.
You can't really see it.
Say it's something on my skin.
You can't really see it.
I'm glow in the dark, and this shade don't show up on me, and it ain't gonna show up on nobody. I might get rid of this, but I think I'm gonna pull this just to see
Just
how
try it.
bad I don't like it.
Yeah, then you know if you like it or not. What? No, back over here. But she's using it.
Does she need to use it?
When you get through.
Okay, well, I gotta get off here soon anyways, and I'm almost done picking eyeshadow, so
Let's see. We'll come get you.
sorry.
I'll come get you. Wait, you're sitting and cross your legs.
Or you can just stand up and just do the jumping jacks like you gotta go pee dance. Alright, so we pulled the non-existent golden brown shade.
Yep.
So let's pull the green. I'm gonna pull the Estate Cosmetics eyeshadow. I know I'm gonna pull this one from Colored Rain because it's stunning. I think I'm gonna put the bronze palette back, the LA Colors one, and I'm gonna pull the black and the gray. These colors like scare me though. I don't like wearing them. Cause it makes well, cause this is the stuff I used to wear in high school.
No, I know.
was the one that wore the black lipstick and the big black eyeliner and the black eye makeup and
what are they
white, the
called?
black and white. I was very goth.
There you go, goth.
But you know, I'm pagan, so I mean,
Yeah.
I wasn't
kinda
goth
fancy.
because I was a fad. I was goth because it was my religion. I don't know. Should I pull this brown eyeshadow because it's matte? Let me see what the other eyeshadow looks like. Can you get it? This is like a cool tone brown. I'm running out of space to swatch stuff. It almost looks purple.
Yeah, it does.
That's the cargo one, and then
Put it
this
side
is
by
the
side.
Laura Sanchez.
That works.
This one looks like a grayish brown. This is definitely a more warm tone. This is a cool tone brown.
Mm-hmm.
We can leave the bathroom for a minute. I can go live stream somewhere else. Let me just, I still have eyeliner to do. Here, take this up to my desk for me, please. We will,
Your desk.
yeah, because we'll just finish the live stream out there.
You gotta go backwards.
Yeah, we gotta
You gotta go back.
be able to get out.
Go back to the room over there.
All right, we're relocating really quick. Mom's gonna go potty.
Go this way. See, we're going this way. So you can't be over.
All right, hang on. That way she can get in here and use the bathroom.
What else you need?
Just my I put the other stuff up there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna grab other stuff for you. You don't need no light. That's
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. I should flip the light off. Well, I turned the big light off. All right. And my phone was blinking at me anyways. It said it was low on power, so it gives me a chance to. Oh, here, hold that for me, please. Because the only thing I had left to do was eyeliners, and then my video goes up at 5. I just don't want to drop this. And then this is how I see comments is on here. Even though
Oh yeah, you gotta have two. That's what they say. One for comments, one for.
well, when you're live streaming and stuff, it's so hard to read them on here because it's so freaking tiny. Gosh, I look dead now.
No, you
Wait till I come up on that and watch and see what it does to my face being out here being so dark. I look dead.
No, you don't.
It should. I was trying to turn it sideways.
I don't got it somewhere.
Yeah, don't I look kind of dead?
No. Not at all.
All right, let's see if we can.
So it's like a delay, right?
Yeah, there's like a 30-second delay right now.
Okay, because I'm like, she's already did all that. She's on something else, and you're still showing me this.
Get stuff propped up, and because I have to kind of plug it in, I gotta rearrange where my plug is.
So you do not look dead. I can see your makeup just fine.
I don't have any makeup on.
But it looks like you got makeup on.
Yeah, I have like raccoon eyes right now.
No, you do not.
Okay, so now my tray's all out of sorts because it got shifted when I picked it up.
Well, you should have fixed it before you picked it up.
No, it was fixed before I picked it up. Moving it is what shifted everything. Alright.
You know I have to give you a hard time.
Mm-hmm. Do you also know I bite?
It's never scared me before.
God, you're just as messed up as I am. Alright, I'm gonna put this over here. That way I don't have to worry about dropping that.
We don't want to pick up 52 pick up a makeup.
Yeah, and if an eyeshadow palette or an eyeshadow drops on the floor, especially the cargo one, I've already had to repress it once. It like
Cracks.
oh, now I can't get it open. The one
I see it,
it
yeah.
came broken, so I had to like put it back together.
Gotcha. Yeah, it looks like it too.
So oh, my video finally finished uploading part 2.
Alright.
That was a beast to get it edited last night. Got a whole bunch of Facebook messages open. I guess I need to close some of those. Alright, so eyeliners. We pulled a black eyeshadow, a silver eyeshadow, a green, a gold, an orange, a brown, and a gold, like a lighter gold, and a a cool tone brown. So I'm wondering, I don't have a gold eyeliner. I kind of wish I did. I mean, I could pull one from inventory, but I only have 2 left, so there's no point in that. Oh, I didn't pull brow products. I'm gonna pull the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Brow Pencil and the Model Co. one, just so I have those pulled already. I had the silver eyeliner pulled last month. Ooh, I'm gonna pull White Luster from Maybelline. It's like an iridescent white. I'm gonna pull Mythology, which is like a bronzy, shimmery eyeliner. I think I'm gonna go ahead and pull the Ciate. This is their brown liquid eyeliner, and it's like waterproof. I'm gonna pull a black as well. I think I'm gonna.
You need a black.
Yeah, just in case I do black liquid eyeliner.
Yeah,
This is
need a black.
Ico Black Magic liquid liner. I'm gonna pull the Sugar Cosmetics. This is like this. Let's see, Stroke of Genius in green light. It's like an emerald green gel eyeliner. So that'll go with the Estate Cosmetics liner really well. And I'm gonna pull the It Cosmetics No Tug gel eyeliner in black for like doing water lines and stuff. And I have a white, well, kind of a white.
Do you have just a white?
Well, it's like an iridescent shade. And if I need anything else, like I said, I have the other liquid eyeliners that Jason bought me that I will be using this month to do like artistic looks. So, depending on how that works.
I don't get any comments on here.
Yeah, I was just looking to see. Sometimes I see comments on like the back side. Since I'm sitting at my computer, I can look. And I have that other video goes up at 5, and it's going to be a live chat when it premieres. At least I'm still moving over there. That's one thing.
Yeah, you are moving.
Actually, the live chat closed.
You're moving. It's.
Hang on. The live. Why is it not? No, that's the description box.
Yeah.
It should. Touch the thing that says live chat.
Not doing anything.
Alright, then turn the iPad the other direction. It should pop back up. What the hell, man?
Same thing that I had on the other side. Shouldn't matter how the iPad is.
Well, here, let's close it, and then I will touch it and reopen it.
I mean, you know, it shouldn't like.
Now there's chat.
Oh.
Sylvia said she had to go. Her son is asking for attention. And that was at 3:44, so that just happened. Bye, Sylvia. Yeah, it didn't even show comment. Oh, there it is. It just showed up.
That's how it goes though.
Right?
Because you got that delay, remember?
Yeah, well, see, but their messages pop up, like, as soon as they type them, it shows me the message, and then, like, 30 seconds later, they'll hear me say a response to it.
Something.
Which is kind of stupid if you ask me, but,
Yeah.
yeah.
It is.
Alright, I think that's everything I'm gonna pull. Oh, I didn't pull a lip liner. I don't really have a purple lip liner, though. I have a couple brown. I'll pull Primal. It's like a brownie. It's a dark, like chocolate brown lip liner. I'll pull that one, and I can always use it in my waterline if I need to, because it works on either. So yeah, I will see you guys at my premiere that goes up in an hour and 14 minutes for the Real Talk with Rebecca. I am discussing strokes. The blog post, I went ahead and there were some more resource links that I added to it. I corrected the typos that I talk about in the video. So all of this information is in blog form already up on my blog. It went up at like 12:30 this morning when I finished typing everything up. It might have gone up a little bit later than that, but it's up. I know it's up. So if you want to like read the blog, if you go to the actual video itself, in the description box, it's listed in the description box. I didn't put the playlist for the Real Talk with Rebecca in there. It's just set as a card because There's only one other video in the playlist right now. And then when part 2 just finished editing or uploading to YouTube, so I will put the link to part 1 in the description box of that one, as well as the link to the blog. If you guys have topics that you want to see me discuss for the Real Talk with Rebecca, I know I'm going to be talking about online scams that people try and perpetuate. I have had people ask me to talk about eating disorders and like different forms of depression, pregnancy depression, prenatal depression, that kind of thing. I've had people ask me to talk about those. They've asked me to talk about like fibromyalgia in depth, what I go through on a daily basis, what medications I've been prescribed over the years, treatment plans, that kind of thing. So there's a lot of things that they have asked me to talk about. So I have like 30 different video topics right now to talk about, but keep the comments coming on what you guys want to see me record, because I will be recording each and every one of them. So it just depends on when I'm feeling froggy and I get it done. Ah, I had eyeliner stuck to my lip. I got it indent on my...
It wanted to be chose.
You chose the wrong one.
Well, no, I have my hand sitting on top of them, and it like, I've got an indent in my hand, Mom. So it like...
It chose it.
It chose itself, technically.
Yeah, I don't even know what color it was, but
It was brown. But this is what I used to use in my eyebrows before I got a brow pencil. So, but I already pulled a brow pencil.
well, you
Actually, I
know,
pulled 2 brow pencils.
Well, it's going to make sure you remember it.
That's true. And I don't forget. Oh, that's one thing I could pull. I could pull my Pixie liner. This is in Rose Glow. And it's like a bronzy, like pinky rose gold. And all of a sudden, I went from 3 watchers to 1 watcher. So that tells me I need to get off of here when everybody leaves, because that counts as 1 watcher.
oh,
So the
gotcha.
only person watching is me now,
It's me.
technically. Well, yeah, you, because you got the iPad. So, anyways, I will see you guys in the video at 5 o'clock. So in an hour and 10 minutes, I will be on live chat. It is windy as hell outside right now.
Yeah.
It's going to be raining.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
it probably will
poured.
rain this afternoon
It poured in Leesburg.
in Leesburg.
Oh my gosh! At the bank. I
Now you know why I asked if you had an umbrella.
Whoosh, and I'm like,
Cow peeing on a flat
but
rock.
but as soon as I got in and turned around, it stopped.
Oh, welcome to Florida.
It's
like
like we were all saying in the bank.
You remember when we were kids and you'd be playing in the backyard and it start raining and you run around the front yard and it was dry?
Yeah, or you go across the street.
Yeah. Well, we couldn't. Oh, well, it only shows 1 viewer, Jason.
Oh, and me. Yep, I
Yeah,
got the and
Jason.
me.
He's the one that sent me these earrings
Oh, they're
and the
beautiful.
books and the lip liner, or not lip liners, eyeliners. And those are not eye safe because are not lip safe because there's actual PVC in the eyeliner. I looked at the ingredients. I'm like, well, at least you're up front that there's plastic in your eyeliner.
Oh, have a good evening.
Yeah, I saw that. It popped up.
Okay.
I've got him on Facebook, and he has my phone number, and he can call and text and FaceTime and everything else. So, hell, I even took a shower the other day, and I hung my phone up in a little, you know those things the shower caps you
Yes.
hang? Okay. I put the phone inside the shower cap and hung it up on the inside of the shower so we could talk while I was in the shower.
That's funny.
You know your friends win.
Yeah.
They take you
They
pee,
take showers with
and
you.
they take you in the shower. He says, "Shh, I'm a ninja." No, you might just make all my other male viewers upset because you got to take a shower with me and they didn't, even though you were in New York. Anyways,
But he was right there.
right, and I don't know how to, and he's got a different, he doesn't have an iPhone, so I don't even know if FaceTime would work with his phone.
Oh, gotcha.
So, yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys at 5 for the video that goes live there. We will be discussing strokes, my friend Amanda's stroke in particular, the cerebellar stroke that she is currently going through, and mini strokes that she's having, signs, symptoms, treatments, and the definition of like a breakdown of why men have different stroke symptoms than women, and signs and symptoms of that, and then my story and a breakdown of different types of stroke, what causes them, what the warning signs are, will be in part 2. So episode 1, part 1 goes up today. Episode 2, part 2 just finished uploading, so I have to do description boxes and that kind of stuff. And let's see, I have a video scheduled for tomorrow. If you want, I can put it up either Thursday or Friday. Just let me know if you want those videos back to back. If not, I'll schedule it for next Tuesday, so it don't matter to me. I've got other videos, like I've got another one uploading right now. I'm like behind on editing, so I gotta be...
Not my fault.
No. I had so much shit going on last week and this week, it's just, I'm ready to rip my hair out. So anyways, I will see you guys at 5. Thank you for coming to live stream. I will, if you guys want me to start like listing the products that I use for each of the months in like the description box, I can do that. Since it's right here, I can easily type it up and add it to the description box of the live stream for my October Shop My Stash. And I will see you guys later. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in my video at 5. My videos go up daily. So I will see you guys later. Bye.